Hello everybody, welcome to your writer's warm-up from Jesse Stong and Playwright's Workshop Montreal. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited to be here. It's another beautiful day. My hair is still long. It's actually raining today, but I love the rain. I don't know about you, but it makes me want to stay home and write. Today we're going to do some activities. Hi Anne, hi Daniel, hi, how are you? We're going to do some activities today that is a simple activity today that's about trying to really perfect your style. And I realized after I wrote that, because that's how I promote it, protect your style. Protect? No. Your style. Perfect your style. Maybe I didn't mean style. Maybe I mean like genre or like or category of writing. How do you really get into the category of writing, the genre, the style? How do you make it happen? So we're going to do a really simple activity that's all about separating the functions in your writing. That's about preparing your writing, prepping before your writing. And that's what I always say is you got to separate the functions when you're an editor, when you're a researcher, and when you're a writer, trying to keep these things separate, right? And so this is a really simple activity for no matter what genre you're working with. So I just want you to start thinking about what's one genre that I'm really interested in today. And maybe it's just for today, maybe it's for the next month, maybe it's for the next novel, maybe it's for the next year, I don't know. But there's a difference between just saying drama, comedy, tragedy, right? Like get really specific. So I want you to think for a few seconds, what's one that I want to explore today? By drama, do you mean like a family drama, an eco-environmental drama, a comedic drama? By comedy, do you mean a kid's comedy? Or do you mean like an absurd comedy, a fantasy, romance? I have a list here, hold on. Maybe you want to do romance, a thriller, horror, autobiographical, historical, or an altered truth, which is like taking the real story and making it into a fiction. Maybe you want to do science fiction or fantasy, a poetic abstraction, a heroic, a disruptive story, a stream of consciousness story. Think about what's the genre that you think you're working in, and that's what we're going to play with today for this activity. So here we go. The first thing I want you to do, I really want to see if Fly's still there. Oh, he is. He's like getting all cuddly and cozy. Oh, he's actually moving today. People sometimes ask me if Fly's actually alive, which is pretty funny. So I want you to think about this genre. And the first thing I always ask is the why me, why now category, right? Or question. When you're writing a grant, when you're pitching a project, the first thing people want to know is why you and why this project, right? And so that's the first question I always ask young writers. Why you? Why now? And I'm going to ask you the same thing. Oh, hi, some people are showing up. So we're thinking of a genre or a style of writing that we're focusing on. Comedy, drama, romance, thriller, sci-fi, fantasy. And what we want you to do is, I want you to write for 1 minute first. I want you to say, what does this genre, what is this style, what does it say about the world? Or why is it necessary in the world? Why do we have comedy in the world? Why do we have drama in the world? Why do we have horror in the world? Thrillers. And I want you to just let your brain flow. This is a warm-up, so don't overthink it too much. So I'm giving you 1 minute. Think about the style you're writing in and why does it matter in the world? Why does it exist in the world? There's no wrong answer. Just try to flow for 1 minute. Ready, set, go. What's my category? What's my genre? Why does it matter? Why does it exist? I hope you're writing. Write faster. Don't type. Handwrite if you can. Just ideas. There could be more than one answer. Why do people care about it? Why does it exist? Where did it come from in the world, maybe? Why is this thing in this world? This category. 30 more seconds, go. Just let it flow. You don't even need full sentences. Why is there drama? Why is there comedy in the world? Whatever your category is. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for anyone who's showing up late, we're trying to look at the style of writing you're doing, the category, drama, comedy, absurdism, romance, thriller, autobiography, whatever, fantasy, sci-fi. Why does it exist in the world? And whatever you came up with in that writing, I want you to try to summarize it in one sentence. Comedy exists because what? And write the sentence in the comments and we'll talk about it at the end if you want. So I'm giving you 30 seconds to summarize that. Just give us one statement. Comedy or whatever your category is exists in the world because bleh. And write it in the comments if you want. We got 30 seconds. Go. Why do you think it exists? Why do you think it's here? What does it do? Your category of writing. 10 more seconds. Good, so we thought about the category, and write your one sentence in the comments. We'll talk about it at the end if you want. So we talk about the category. Why does it exist in the world? What is this category of writing? Why is there drama? Why is there thrillers? Why is there historic pieces? Why is there stream of consciousness writing? Now I want you to think about your category you chose, and I want you to write for 1 minute about why do you think you're connected to it? What's your relationship to it? Why do you think you're drawn to it? Why do you think you're good at it? Maybe you don't think you're good at it. Whatever you want. I want you to write for 1 minute. Why are you the one who's interested in this? What's the connections? And there could be surprises if you write fast. 1 minute. How are you connected to it? Keep going. How are you connected to this category? What's your relationship to this category? Why do I like comedy? Why do I write horror? Why am I interested in eco-drama? Just let it flow. Maybe you don't know why, and so that's great. Keep going. Why me? What does this category say about me? You got 20 more seconds. Just let it flow. This is a warm-up. We're not even started yet. Why me? Why am I interested in this category? 10, 9, 8. Okay, so this was just kind of opening up those capillaries and getting things started. We're starting to think, why do I want to write a drama? Why do I want to write a comedy? What does that say about the world, this category? It's also getting you connected to what you're doing so you can see the bigger picture, right? Like, oh yeah, that's true. This does something for the world. This does something for me. So now we're going to get a little more specific, okay? And if you're just starting your story, that's okay. Just do this activity as if you already know everything. Who cares? Just let it flow, okay? And I always say, make sure you're handwriting in a book that you love. I hope you're not typing. That's going to make it like too edity. You're separating the functions. We're going to do a little research and then we're going to do a little writing. Okay, that's the key. Do a little bit of preparing your writing before you do the writing so that the writing can flow. So I just want you to do one thing for me and then another thing. I'm going to give you 1 minute. I want you to write down 3 facts or 3 details about the characters of your story or about one character. So you can pick one character or do it about all your characters. 3 details, 3 facts about them. That's it. Keep it simple. 3 things you know about your characters or your character. Ready, set, go. Just list them. 1, 2, 3. 1 minute. Maybe make them the 3 most important things that you know, or maybe you can just write whatever comes in mind because you're rushing in a minute. 3 things I know, or I think I know, about my characters. $30 more seconds. 3 things you know. Don't overthink it. $10 seconds. 3 things that you know. Try to have at least one. Okay, good. Now I want you to do the same thing about the story or the world of the story if you have no clue what the story is. But I want you to write down 3 facts, 3 details, 3 things you know, the first 3 that come to mind about the story, about the world of the story or the story. What are 3 facts about it? Write it down. You have 1 minute. 3 things I know about this story. You did 3 characters. Now it's 3 things about the world of the characters. I'm going to get to your comments after. What are 3 things you know about this story? Here's where it exists. This is what it's about. This is how I got the idea. Just keep them sentences. Boom, boom, boom. I'll shut up now. 3 things. "30 seconds. 3 things you know about the story, about the world of the story." "10 seconds. Finish it up. You can come back and do this activity and all the activities again and again and again. Good. Wrap it up. Stop writing. Cut yourself off here. How are you doing with that 30 minutes a day cutting it off, by the way? That's the challenge, right? Stopping even though you want to write more. So now what I want to do, and this is something I do for all grant writers, it's like you read so many grants and so many pitches and they're like, this is going to be a very funny show. And you're like, but it doesn't seem very funny. This is going to be a very dramatic show, but it doesn't feel very tense or dramatic. So I want you to look at some of those sentences you just wrote, some of those facts about the characters and about the world of the story. That's like it's like the ingredients, right? You thought about like, what is this category? Why am I writing? Why does it matter? What are these facts I know? I want you to try to write something in the next 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes. Ooh, we're going to run out of time. 2 full minutes. I want you to just try to write something that describes the characters or the world in the voice of the category. So if it's comedy, make it funny. If it's dramatic, make it dramatic. If it's science fiction, make it feel paranormal, right? Like, I want you to write it in the theme, in the voice, in the style of that category. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes. You don't have to finish it or perfect it. It's just what happens when I have the ingredients of the facts and the idea, the category, blend them together. Just try for 2 minutes. Don't finish it. Don't edit it. Just flow. Read those sentences and flow. You got 2 full minutes of cute flyness. Go. If you feel stuck, that's fine. Just pick one sentence and try to re-describe it in the theme of the category. Make it funny. Make it abstract. Make it poetic. Make it eco-drama. Make it sci-fi. Use the voice of the category. 2 minutes. Go. One more minute. You're just playing around here. Write in the voice of the category.